running away from our problems, but what exactly are we running towards? We're always trying to find ways to entertain ourselves, find things that can pleasure us, and trying to be busy because we all hate this one feeling, and I'm talking about boredom. Now, what I believe is that boredom can actually lead you to being creative, but however, not many people know about it or realize it, that this is exactly what boredom does, and we shouldn't be avoiding it. During quarantine, I started to become super bored just like everyone else. Now, hear me out. Basically, I would literally just go on Instagram, go scroll down my news feed, click on stories, or sometimes even wait for some quality content for lives or on YouTube. I came across a Twitter post basically saying that the caption was basically, if you're bored all the time, it basically means you're boring or you're a boring person. Now, I talked to my friend about it, and I was talking to him that even though I was practicing playing the piano, I was meditating, reading, writing, trying to do things, that keep myself busy. However, I still wasn't entertained, or I still wasn't having any fun, because I told him I necessarily didn't want to be busy for the sake of being busy. I wanted to accomplish something or get something out of this, and I wasn't doing that. So I took upon that, and it made me create this video on the concept of boredom. So I came across a TED Talk explaining the concept of boredom. When you get bored, your brain goes into a default mode where it starts to create some of the best ideas passing your subconscious mind. Now, if we remove this feeling, you wouldn't be able to create the ideas. Now, as in the TED Talk, they did an experiment. It was called Bored and Brilliance. And what they did is that they got about 1,000 people, and they made them reduce their time on their phone. However, they got some crazy results. They weren't mostly satisfied with the numbers. However, they were mostly satisfied with the stories that people got, and that it made them become creative because they didn't have that phone to entertain them. Now, it's no wonder when you use your phone, some of these apps are actually addicting. They want you to stay on your phone, but us as humans, we avoid this boredom by being on our phones to find this entertainment that sometimes we wouldn't even find. You ever, ask yourself, and you think about it, you ever get bored just using your phone sometimes, but you just keep scrolling and scrolling? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think phones are necessarily bad. I just think that we abuse them to using them to entertain ourselves. However, sometimes we think about it, we can't even find that entertainment. We just waste our time. It's not just phones. It's doing things that are not meaningful, or watching TV and not even enjoying it. Remember that. Now, as kids, we were always bored. Why? It's because we had less responsibilities, less things to do, and simply we were mostly prone to being bored, and which led us to be creative. Even if you were just alone, you found ways to entertain yourself, whether it's playing tag or hide and seek with your friends, or finding things that your parents never thought you would. Now, as adults, as we grow up, we get more responsibilities, we have more things to do, and it's not bad, but when we do get bored, we go automatically to our phones to find this entertainment. We avoid this feeling, which makes us not as creative. Now, being bored, there are many ways of obviously being bored, whether it's doing chores, going for a walk, taking a cold shower. Now, looking back, I remember that some of these ideas that I thought or I have took action upon was simply because I was actually bored. The reason why I'm on YouTube is because I really want to change these bad habits. Now, being bored can lead you to change positivity, whether it's changing your unhealthy habits into becoming better and healthy habits. I do believe that the reason we have boredom is mostly a way of an evolutionary feeling for us to be more ambitious, to be more passionate, and to better ourselves as human beings. Now, you can't force creativity in a way. You can't just simply be bored. You need to find the right environment, whether it's going to a new location or sitting down in a different position around your house. I do think that if you find the right atmosphere, the right environment, you will start to create something, even if it's something little. Remember that creating something takes time and patience. You can't automatically force it. Now, being creative and writing down your ideas is the first step, or realizing that you have unhealthy habits and you need to change your life. That's the first step. The second step is actually beating resistance, and then the third is taking action. Now, resistance and action I'm going to do another video on that in the future, but what I do recommend is taking action, because you don't want to be that one person or uncle that never manifests their ideas to life because they were scared, or they thought they didn't have the right tools to accomplish them. Now, of course, it's different if you have an idea and there are circumstances that you can't do it, but I do think that going out and because let me just say this, when it comes to an idea, you're a part of that piece. However, I do believe that you cannot accomplish everything by yourself. Your friends as well can help you with that. That's what I believe. But sometimes, of course, you gotta do it by yourself. I really don't see it as a bad thing whenever I'm bored. Now, my message to you guys is simply just sit down and think for about 10 minutes. Just put your phone somewhere or find a place where you're most comfortable with, and you'll see that these creative ideas will pop. It might take time, it might take days, weeks, but you'll see that you'll become more passionate and ambitious to actually pursue these goals and manifest them to real life. But that's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you, and till the next video. Got you. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That way you can be notified for future videos. But that's all I got for today. Alright guys, thank you.